Hello, everyone. Welcome. So, today I will be reading through some of the questions you guys asked me on how to sign and some meaningful question. Okay, so I'll be going over the list. The first one was, what's the sign for ill? So, ill is the same sign for sick. It's the same. So, sick. So, dominant hand and non-dominant hand, they're the same hand movement. Middle finger out. Okay, so the dominant hand goes on top on your forehead, and then your non-dominant on your stomach, like you're in pain, sick. Okay, sick. So you move it at the same time, sick. Okay, and then fine. So dominant hand number 5 on your chest, fine. So you tap it like 3 times, fine. And then pain. Some people might do pain or pain. Same sign for hurt. So pain. So 2 hand, pain. And then another question was, what's the polite way to sign slow down? I'm learning ASL. So the nice way to do it is you sign slow down. This to sign. So slow down, please, and then me learning ASL. So if the sign for slow down, so dominant hand number 5, squeeze it together. Non-dominant hand, flat hand down. So you grab from the tip of your fingers, and then you go up slow. Okay, you don't want to go fast, go slow. So slow down, please. So same hand, dominant hand on your chest, and you go around, please. So you go over that way, like a clock, please. And then me, dominant hand number 1, me, and then learning. So dominant hand 5, non-dominant hand 5 as well, but you have it face out. And then so you go from here, you touch, and then you squeeze your hand and go to your head. So you're absorbing everything, all information into your head. Okay? Learn. Okay? Learning, and then you fingerspell ASL. So ASL. Okay, so all right. Another question. Somebody asks, what does that mean? So in ASL, you want to change it into, so for that, you point at the stuff. So depending on what you're talking about, you point at the thing. So you use your one finger, you point. Okay, doesn't matter where, you just point. Right? So you sign that thing, what you're talking about, point at it, and then you sign mean what? So mean, so number 2, dominant hand, non-dominant hand number 5. So you have the number 2 touch, you go back and forth like this. Okay. So have it face forward, and then face it out. Mean. Okay, so you do it just 1, 2. Mean, and then what? 2 hand number 5, have it out, spread out, have it face down like this, and then you just go towards opposite. Okay, what? You ask the question. So you say, that mean what? And then the next one was, you're welcome. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Some people might sign you're welcome as thank you. So it depends on where you're at and depending on what mood you're in, if you want to sign that way or not. So it's up to you. But the sign for you're welcome is pretty common. You're welcome. So dominant hand, have it kind of probably your face level, and then you just go down, touch your stomach. Welcome. Welcome. You don't want to have it like all the way up too high. You just go welcome. Like you're welcoming someone into your house. Welcome. Okay, another one. Somebody asked, when signing a song, Someone said that you want to sign word by word. That's not true. When you sign a song, you want to read the lyrics and find the meaning behind it. Like, what's the meaning from the singer? Why did they decide to sing that song? What's the meaning behind each of the word? So when you find the words, the meaning behind it, you want to explain it in an ASL perspective. The reason is because for deaf people, just saying one word can mean anything, like really anything. So for the songs, you want to sign it what that singer is meaning it, because you don't want to confuse what that word means. So yeah, for example, if a person is walking by, so if your heart is broken, so you just want to go, right? So you're walking by. So you don't know that person anymore. You're done, even though you're sad. So it's kind of like that. So you go, you pass. So yeah, so for the ASL songs, you want to change it into the words where deaf people can understand. That way, they don't feel left out. I mean, that's what deaf people feel like in the news, newspaper back in the day, or the radio, all that stuff. How do deaf people find the information? We don't know. So that's why the deaf community, we're very small, and we tend to spread the information in a small community. So that's why we feel like we're left out in a lot of the information. So it's best to kind of explain in details, and yeah. So yeah, when you're doing the songs, make sure you find the meaning and sign it, not in English grammar, but in ASL grammar. Yeah. All right, the next question for tips for fingerspelling. So this is designed for fingerspelling. Okay, kind of like when you're playing the piano, but you do one hand fingerspelling. So you have it out. Fingerspell. Okay? Alright, so I know for beginners can be hard to pick up the words when you fingerspell. So the best way to practice is to catch the first letter, and then the middle, and then the end word. Okay? So each of them, it's kind of like, what's that game? It's not like crosswords, but you find the missing letter in the middle. So for example, like bird, so B-I-R-D, okay? So you pick the first one, B, and then, all right, okay. So you want to be like, oh, okay, so this person's beginning word is B, and then the middle-ish is R, and then the end word is D. Okay, that means bird. Like that. Or like apple. Okay, so first letter A, then PP. All right, so you want to try to practice that. So the best way to really get into fingerspelling is practicing the names of the people you know, or the actors, actress, doesn't matter. The name of the streets, restaurants, food you like. You just fingerspell it. You want to get your hands used to, the muscles movement, because I know people with arthritis might struggle with that, but you want to like stretch it and get used to the muscles and fingerspell. Okay, so that's one way you can do fingerspelling. You practice that. All right, wait time. So the wait time. So someone asked like if you're waiting for the food to be ready when you go to the restaurant, what's the sign for that? So I'm gonna do minutes right now, because I know the hours and days and weeks, that'll be another topic to do. So I'll do a video on that part. So the minutes. So this is the sign for a minute. Okay, so dominant hand number one, non-dominant hand number one as well. So you have the non-dominant hand face towards you. Okay, and then the dominant hand go face towards out so that people can see the information. Okay, so this is a sign for minute. Okay, so number 1 minute. So you have the non-dominant hand finger touch right here at the bottom of your palm. So you go 1 minute. Kind of like the clock, how it goes. Same idea. Okay, so 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, 6 minute, 7 minute, 8 minute, 9 minute, and then 10 minute. Okay, because you can't do 10 minute. That's just awkward. So you go 10 minute. And then from 10 all the way to up the numbers, you have it out. So like 10 minute, 11 minute, 12 minute, 13 minute, 14 minute, 15 minute. Okay, and you just keep going. 16, 17, 18, 19, then 20 minute. All right, so you go like 20 minute, 25 minute, 30 minute, 40 minute, and you just keep going up. All right, so yes, so minute goes right here. So when you sign, you go, so you want to show your hands face towards the person, because if you have it towards you, they can't see the numbers. So have their hand out for a dominant hand. Okay, have it out. All right, so someone asked me, what's the difference with grouchy and care? So they are different. This is grouchy, like grumpy. So dominant hand, face towards your face, and you just have it closed like this, like a bear claws. Grumpy, grumpy. Okay, and then care is care. So you go 5 and then S, care. So it's on your chin. Care. Care. Like, I care about you. Care. All right. Care. And then grouchy. So they are different. Okay. All right. Let me see what else. And then the difference between thank you and good. All right. So thank you, dominant hand on your chin, and you go forward. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. So make sure it's always on your chin. You don't want to have it down here and do that, because that's a bad word. You don't want to say the bad word. Okay, there you go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And then good. Good. So same hand movement on your dominant, on your chin, but instead of going right here, you kind of go sideways a little bit. Okay, non-dominant hand, right hand, and you go down. Good. Good. All right. Good. And thank you. So that's the difference. Thank you. Good. Okay, another question was, I own a business. Okay, so some people do own, so kind of like 2-letter O, own, or you could sign own, okay, all right, so me, I, 1 finger, tap on your chest, and then you can do own, so 5 hand, and then you close like this, okay, so 5, and you close, own, and then business, so 2-letter B, some people do flat on non-dominant hand, so it's up to you. So, but for me, I do 2 B's. It's easier. And you do business. So the dominant hand, you kind of tap on the top, and then you move back and forth. Okay, business, business. It could be the same sign for busy. Almost, they look similar. But busy, you go back and forth. The business, you tap back and forth. Okay. Busy, business. All right, so I own business, or I own 2-letter O. We'll close like this. Business. All right, so another question is the classroom terms, things that you would say in the classroom to your students. So one of them was line up. So 2 hand, number 4. Okay, so 1 hand, kind of have it out the other hand, have it towards the opposite. Okay, so some people do line up, but it's better to do this because your non-dominant hand does not move. So non-dominant hand right here, your dominant hand does all the movement. So you go like line up. So a lot of people. So imagine this is people. Okay, line up, line up, line up. So depending on where you're at, if you want the kids to line up on the wall, you want to have your hands towards that position. So line up. So please line up. Okay, and then please sit. Please sit. So please, 5 hand on your chest, you go around in a circle. Okay, please, and then sit. So kind of like a letter H. Okay, so this is the dominant hand. So you sit down. This is a chair. Sit. Sit. So if you sign chair, you do chair. Chair. And sit. Okay? Sit. So please sit. And then another one was voice off. Voice off. Okay? So you kind of like when you're pinching someone, same thing. So you have like the volume on and then you turn it off. Like when you're in the radio in the car, you turn it off, put it down. Same thing. Voice off. So right here on your neck, where your voice coming out. Voice off. Voice off. Okay? And then another one was get your pencil. So you go get, 2 hand, have dominant on the top, non-dominant hand bottom, and then you grab it. Kind of like you're getting the things. So get, your, and then pencil. So kind of like when you're writing with a pencil. This is the paper. Pencil. Get your pencil. Okay? Alright. And then paper. Paper. So I did one video about that sign. So paper. Make sure it goes the opposite. Okay? Paper. So 2 hand 5. Dominant hand goes the opposite side. Non-dominant hand goes to the other opposite side. So paper. Paper. Alright. And then someone asked, your sign name what? Okay? So your sign name what? So your dominant hand face towards person, your, and then sign. So 2 hand number 1, you have it go like a rolling ball. Sign. Okay, make sure it goes towards you, not forward. So sign, sign. Okay, if you go forward, that means it's like a ball rolling, so you don't want to sign that. So sign, and then name, to 2-letter H. 1 hand on top, you tap. Okay, like 2 times. Name. Your sign name what? 2 hand 5. And go what? Okay. All right. And then a lot of people ask, how do you get a name sign? Whew. So deaf and hard of hearing people are the only one that can give you a name sign. The reason is because the name sign is meaningful. It's based on your personality, what you like, your hobbies, just who you are. And because of that, it's your identity, you know? So like for hearing people, we're able to voice out the name. Say, hey, Deborah. Like, hey, you know, whatever the person's name. And they're able to look at you and talk with you, right? Because they know that's their name. But for deaf people, they can't hear that. So we sign the name because that's how we call you, right? So for the sign name, like for mine, it would be, so if I see someone signing, that means they're getting my attention. I will look at them and be like, oh, what's up? Like that, okay? So to get a sign name, it might take a while to get a sign name, or it could be easy just to give it to you. But you can't just give a sign name that fast, because it takes time. Like some people ask me, oh, I have a deaf child and I want to, give a sign name for that person. And they asked me, can I make a sign name? Well, I can't because I don't know who that child is. I don't know what their personality, I don't know what they like to do, just all that stuff because I don't know who they are. So I can't make a sign name for that child. So if I'm hanging around with you, if I'm, getting to know you, who you are, just what vibe you have or whatever. That's how I based on, okay, I'm gonna, name sign you whatever. Like one person I had when I was little, she loves to smile. Just loves it. So I decided to name her, okay, the letter V, because her first name starts with a V. So, right? So some people might sign it differently. Everybody has different unique signs. So yeah, so that's how you get a name sign. Just how do you get one? You socialize with deaf people. Just be involved in the deaf community. Try to mingle with them, get to know them, and the more you go, the more you have a sign name. You never know. You might meet someone and they will give you a name sign and it'll be who you are forever. Okay, so that's all the questions that I have on my tablet. So I'm gonna look at the comments and see what I can answer. All right. Let's see. All right. So someone asked, how long have you been doing sign language? I've been signing since I was 6 years old. So I think that's over 20 years of signing. I did not know how to sign. I had to learn when I was 6. I was in the deaf program and learned how to sign from there. But ever since then, I picked up a lot of the signs. Like, I was a fast learner. It's because that's one way for me to communicate other than talking. So I talk at home and then I sign at school. And then sometimes I just sign privately by myself. But yeah, so I've been signing a lot and I'm still learning some of the signs. Everyone has different signs, especially the regional signs, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so yeah, that's how long I've been learning how to sign. All right, another question. Let's see. So classifiers, that's a big topic. A lot of the structural of signs is a huge topic. So I can do that in another video, but I can just give you a brief meaning of classifiers and signing. For example, so this is how you sign in ASL. Like, I'm walking at the park and I see a bird sitting on the tree. Okay, but in classifiers, you assign me walking, I look up, I see the tree, see what? Bird. See? So it's more of a visual explanation. So like a storyteller, kind of. So that's how classifiers are. Or like if you're in a motorcycle, you assign the vehicle. Okay? So like that. So motorcycle going really fast. Or like an animal. This is the animal part. Okay? So I see an animal crossing the street. So animal. Or the bird flying around. And then people, one finger, walking. So yeah, so that's classifiers. It's more of like I said, like a storytelling, visual, movement, And yeah, so that's classifiers. So CL, classifier. It's pretty hard to explain. So like I said, I have to make a video of that topic so that you guys can understand more. The last question, syntax, I don't know how to say it. I'll have to look into that topic, and then I will share more information about that. Okay, so feel free to ask me any questions. I have 5 more minutes. Let me know. Someone asked to clarify, if I'm working at a retail setting, someone who is deaf approached me, what are some key things I can sign to them if I know a bit? So if you know this person is deaf, feel free to, if you feel confident, no pressure, but just feel free to ask. Be like, you need help? And then if they sign too fast, you're like, whoa, slow down. I'm learning ASL. Or you can say, I know some ASL. And that way the deaf person could be like, okay, this person knows a little bit. I'm not going to expect them to be an expert. You want to make sure to do that because some people just sign fast and it's just like blows your mind. So yeah, so you want to sign, I know a little bit sign, and you can just finger spell, or you can write notes. That's helpful. Sometimes people use their phone to communicate, so they write the notes in there, and that's how, like for example, you go to Starbucks, they want to order a drink, most of the deaf people will write down in their notes and then show you the phone, and then you just type it down, whatever. And then if you say large, small, big, you can finger spell it, or you can write it down. You can grab their phone, type it down, give it to them. So it depends on the person, honestly. Some deaf people can do it, some deaf people can't. Like for me, I can go through drive-through. I can. I can order drinks through the drive-through or order food. Some deaf people can't. So it's 50-50. Sometimes it could be a struggle for me to hear, especially the speaker. It's not that great. So I'll say, hey, I'm deaf. Like, can you say that again? So yeah, so it depends. But yeah, so you just explain to them, say, hey, you need help. So you go, you need X, need, then help. So letter A, non-dominant hand, and you just tap help. So you need help. Or you could do help, you need help. So you just ask them help. Okay. Sometimes like it depends. It depends on what they're asking about. If they're looking for something. But yeah, feel free to ask me that question in the comments, and I can add like a retail like store topic of how to communicate with deaf people. So yeah, just let me know. Alright, let me see the other comments. Thank you. I appreciate your lovely comments and support. I appreciate it. So I'm not sure when I will do another live. It depends on how busy I am. But I will try to do it more often. Yeah, so I'll try my best to post more videos. Just been so busy with work. It's just really hard. So I'm trying to understand what are the agreements, verbs with role shifting. So I don't know what that means, but I know with role shifting, when you're talking about like for example, if the person is saying, like, this person lets me know that I need to go to the store, like, what things do you want? Okay, so you could say, like, I want drinks, but I want water, something like that. So you kind of move your body sideways, or you could say your favorite color, what? And then you do blue, red. So you kind of move sideways. Right, so you just like shift your body sideways. So depending on what kind of topic you're talking about, but that is another topic that I can make the video for the next one. Alright guys, so thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you for your time here. So I will post when the next video will be. I appreciate, thank you so much for your support. Love you guys.